Are you ready for some regular food? My friend loves regular food. You might let me break it off some food. Regular food is a tasty thing for a friend to experience. It's a song I sing. I say, ooh, you're a regular food pal. And friends like regular food for a while. Oh, here, let me put your blanket back on your bed. Daddy likes regular food every day. Oh, the regular food friend, I say, yay. He says, ooh, regular food stuff. He likes a kiss on the face when you say food stuff. And he likes a massage of his arm and also his forearm and says, regular food tastes good. He says, so that massage and a squeeze. He likes regular food, you know what I mean? And Fred also likes regular food. He said he loves regular food. He says regular food sounds pretty tasty to me. Regular food. Oh, up in a tree. Friends like regular food in a tree. Said he likes regular food inside of a tree. Cause he's a Keebler elf. Regular food's friend. He often says regular food again. And Fred also likes regular food. What? Are you a regular food lover? Friends like regular food. Regular food. Friends like regular food. Oh, that's a whole lot of yipping and a whole lot of yapping. And a friend makes a yippity yap noise. He might say, I don't know about that boy. But I know that we can prepare some regular food for a friend that's a wild cayuse. Aye, you touch the claw upon Papa. I prepare the regular food, and you lay the claw upon me for a reason. Is there a reason that you stab the claw into Papa when he prepares the regular food? When you prepare regular food, go to a friend, still stab a use. You say that is not very cool. Because friends should not stab their friend when the friend is doing what you want. Don't you know that's true, say the cat. Perhaps don't stab me when I get your regular food. How about that? And City likes regular food. And Tread likes regular food. Every kind of friend likes regular food. So when you break off a friend with regular food, they say, ooh, that's tasty. That's the truth. And so you make some preparations that your friend's quite fond of. And they say, ooh, that's going to be tasty, but I don't know, maybe we should bring in the new Costco food to mix with it or something so you guys can have a little ease into the new food. I guess we'll do that for dinner. Friends like regular food every day, and that's very true. Cause when you buy regular food for a pal, they often say, ooh, regular food for a while. And don't you know that that's true? Every kind of friend likes to consume regular food in a tasty way, so that their belly will say, ooh, you have provided me with a tasty thing. that's a good thing for a friend. It's a song I sing. And so when you sing a song about breakfast or boost, then friends often say, "Ooh, thank you." And Fred knows about breakfast boost, that's true. She's a pooch that has fur and is cool. And City says, "Hey, what's going on over here? It appears like cat's eating, and I'm not that strange." But I say, "Take it easy, buckaroo. You know I gotta prepare your breakfast boost." And that takes a little bit of time. Well, you want some turmeric too, you said, huh? He said he wants some of his turmeric in the breakfast boost. That's true. So I hooked up a friend with some turmeric and some cinnamon, because that's good for a poocheroo. You said your turmeric for you. Turmeric for you. Friends like turmeric if they're a poocheroo. And how about a little cinnamon? Oh, well, what the? Well, that much. How about a little cinnamon? The cinnamon tasty for a furry friend. And when the flavor touches their tum bone, they say, "Ooh, now we can boogie for sure." Shred gets the cheap Amazon food, because I'm started giving City the science diet, but I don't want Shred to feel like she didn't get fancy wet food, so she gets wet food minus the fancy. And City gets fancy science diet. City gets science diet because he likes science a lot. And when his food tastes like science, he says, "Now I'm really feeling cool." Because everybody likes when their food makes you feel like a scientist. You bust out some Bunsen burners and some beakers and say, "Ooh, what's going down? Let me tell you this." Because you eat some science food and say, "Ooh, science diet is pretty cool for a poocheroo. Don't you know that's true?" They're quite fond of being a scientist. Get them a lab coat and they'll boogie on through. So you provide a lab coat for your buckaroo. And they say, "Ooh, that's pretty cool." And then you throw some food at your friend. That's a little appetizer before you start going in. There's every time a friend like science diet again. Don't you know how it goes? It might be science diet for you and Amazon food for you. Nah, it's just the way it comes through. Because everybody likes a science diet, pal. Your reaction should be to boogie for a while. Everybody knows just what I mean. Science diet makes you feel fancy, not at all obscene. City was a science diet lover. When his diet was science, he said, "Oh brother, it really hooked it up and now I feel fancy." Science diet is tasty for a homie. And Purdy the cat likes to feel like a scientist. So she's a cat with a lab coat, let me tell you this. She likes to experiment on mice, doing strange things with their genetics all night. Purdy the cat, I'm not sure that's ethical, but I suppose you're gonna do what you do either way for show. Much say do I have in the situation. No, Purdy's gonna keep her experiments going. can pull up the chat. Shreddy Pie and see if our friends are here. Oh, you're dying, Mr. Laptop. It's like I was doing homework on you or something. And you do a bunch of homework on Mr. Laptop. And he says power to exist is inside of me. Not. And I say, oh my, that's not very grand. When your laptop's going away, your heart might start breaking. Are you gonna load, Mr. Chat? Oh, you ate your science diet already? Ready for your antibiotic? See if he wants to, hey, no cat banditti food. See if he wants some food in his tummy. I'm gonna hook it up, not food. He wants an antibiotic in his tummy so that his boom boom can be chaotic, don't you see? Because when you take an antibiotic, chances are your boom boom might become chaotic. Hello, Marie. The ab thing works pretty good, Felix. It just has a bit of pain involved with it, so be prepared for that. Good morning, Mr. Gary Gadget. Hello, Planet X. Joe UK, what's up, friend? And American Defender, I do love the fur babies. Jasmine, how are you? Good to see you, friend. Jasmine's my master statistician. Now we don't have to worry about if our count on our push-ups is right. You ready for some antibiotic, baby? So your boom boom can be chaotic. Because antibiotics make your boom boom chaotic. And that's not a good situation. Because when you're splattering boom boom to and fro, you say, oh my, that's not a good situation for show. But sometimes that's the way it's gotta go. Oh, don't you know now? Oh, now you know. You take it? Good boy. Good boy, you took your antibiotic. Yeah, you only take that steroid at night. Said he got some antibiotics so he can feel like a healthy fish. Whoa, that's not done. Come on, you can eat more than that, my poor heart. When a friend doesn't eat their breakfast, you say, come on, buckaroo. You can eat breakfast and that'd be cool. Because otherwise my heart might say, oh no, this won't do. Because breakfast should be consumed by a friend who's got fur on their tail again. And she is a fur-tailed buckaroo. He also likes to kiss it on the side of the head because he's cool. And I say, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I got to kiss my fur friend, but so, whoa, whoa. And when you lay your lips on a fur red pal, you say, ooh, that fancy living. Let me tell you for a while, oh, you probably try to be a food banditti. Do we have a food banditti? I see a food banditti. Oh, city, you don't be food banditti. You want to do your food, Shredder, or are you done? Are you done with your food, Shreddy Pie? I know you wish to be banditti of many foods, I know. Are you done, Shred? Because I'm going to put it away, because I don't want to have to deal with City's riffraff, and Birdie the cat, too. Because you know how she gets. When you squeeze your buckaroo, you say, ooh, I love you. You got fur on your tail, and it's pretty cool. You also have fur that's fairly nice. Just kidding, it's also a divine gift, that's right. I said, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. You got fur everywhere, that's for sure. Whoa, whoa. Are you gonna eat it? Or I'm putting it away. You full? I don't know. I don't know if that's full, Shred. You tell me many fibs? Are you telling me many fibs again? Okay. A friend tells you many fibs. Because I wish to save room in their tummy for something nasty on a walk. I say don't do this. Because nasty things that get eaten on a walk are not very good a lot. We need to plug our laptop in. It's ready, Papa. We do that when we leave. Yeah, no homeless. This is a roof right there, silly gooses. And that's a floor, and that's a wall. Didn't realize I had to explain that to you, but we've had to do that before, no problem. And hello, nobody for you. How old are the doggies? City's about 12, maybe 13. I don't know. I stopped counting at 10. And so, and then Shred is like 3, and Birdie the cat is 3.5. Birdie the cat is a cat. She has a tail. What you know about that? And so when you notice a friend with a tail, you say, ooh, that's mighty shiny and real swell. Everybody knows just what I mean. You see that tail and shake your tail feather. Not at all obscene. Okay, we're gonna put your booties on today and we can go for Wakalaipu. Hey, Lisa from Alabama. We are in Colorado. I guess I need to put my glasses on so I can see the chat better. Oh, crazy hair. She's a cat and has a tail. She does. Right, Birdie? Don't you have a tail? Don't extend claw towards... Hey, that's not what friends do. Extend claw toward Papa after I feed you delicious foods, and then you extend claw towards me. For what reason? How has the weather been out there? Cold? At night it's been cold. We got a bunch of rain the last 2 days, so it's gonna be a swamp day going into the swamp. Gonna have to clean some paws when we come back in. Because when you take your friends out for a trip, and then they bring the swamp back in with them, you say, no, this is not ideal. But just being realistic about this situation for real. Because friends like to transport swamp to and fro, bring it inside, even if you're hollering out, no, no, no. Please leave the swamp at the door. They say I cannot resist bringing swamp inside because I like kicking it with it. And I say, oh my, oh me, oh. I got some Louisiana creatures around here for CEO. Because they like to carry swamp everywhere they go. Bring it on their tail and their shoes and their paws for show. And I say, that's not nice. But I suppose you ain't got much say. Because your pads on your paws are like little sponges. And they say, ooh, here's some mud. Let me bring it right in. They put Pop-Pop to work doing some scrub-a-dub again. Because every fur friend likes to make their Pop-Pop scrub up the floor, and that's the way it is, bud. And City's getting his bootaloons on, so that his paws... I forgot to put your gold bond in your shoe. Put it on the front one. Yeah, he had... his infection's doing a lot better, but he had... these 2 paws had an infection going on, so that's why he's on the antibiotics and wearing his boots on 2 paws. I think we need to order some new bootsies for you too, because when it gets really cold, yeah, they have to wear the boots anyways when the ground's so cold. I know, just put your bootsies on, and then we're gonna go for Wakalaipu, and you're gonna be so happy to be outside and enjoying the wonderful sun and taking a poo. Because friends like to take a poo and enjoy the sun. When the sun comes on their fur, they say, ooh, what a blessed sun. To have the radiant rays of a friend like you heating me up. And I say, yes, my son, you got that right, yep, yep. Well, how am I going to put the boot on when you put the face on me, silly? When your friend tries to use their face as a way to prevent boot getting put on, it's not so great. I say, oh, you think you're a slippery weasel? Yes, I love you, but I ain't falling for your tricks. Not so swell. Because I know your plan is to avoid the boot. You don't have to be a floppy wild cayuse. But that's just the way that it goes sometimes, buckaroo. I tap your head and say, you gonna make it through. Okay, I guess I need probably a shirt, huh? You think it's cold out there? Maybe a jacket. Hey, oh damn son. Oh, extended warranty. We got a silly goose in the chat. Oh, another silly homeless question. Some folks don't recognize what a roof and a floor and a wall looks like. Some folks don't know what a roof and a floor is. They don't understand how they work. Yes, yes. So sometimes you gotta point at a roof and a floor and say, "Do you not see that? What's wrong with your brain?" Silly goose. But that's okay. How is your diesel heater? Well, I got the cat sitting on the box. I haven't even had to use it yet. I haven't even taken it out of the box because it's been so nice. So I've just been using this electric heater because we got free power, and so we haven't needed to do the diesel heater. I'm assuming at some point we will have to use it, but it's been a blessing that it hasn't really been cold enough to do that yet. So been toughing it out with just the electric heater because you can save a couple buckaroos. And thank you, Moran Roy. And oh, that's good. Free is best. Yep, if you can save a couple buckaroos, that's the way to do. And we do a lot of work for Mr. Carroll, so we might as well take advantage of the free power. What do you think? Is it cold out there? I'm going to put it on the Jakut just in case. Yeah, you're not going to cause any trouble while we're away, alright? Would you, purr the cat? You wouldn't cause any trouble for your pop-pop? Where are you situated in British Columbia? Is that fancy? We are in Colorado, Eastern Plains, the Eastern Plains of Colorado, where fancy folks like to dance with their shadow and feel, oh, fancy, ooh, ooh. Where is the meow meow? Oh, she's right here. I know, sorry, honey. They asked about you. Oh, Adventure Canada, hey, friend. I ain't seen you in a minute. Adventure Canada is here. That's a good friend. Don't you know that's clear? He be boogieing down on that Instagram, getting them views. Hopefully, life's been going well for you. What? How am I gonna put my shoesies on, you crowd, and the shoe putting on area? Silly goose. Wow, I thought I heard one of your kibbles hit the ground. Yeah, he's doing okay. Thank you, Adventure Canada. Oh, an alarm. What's that about? Let me turn that off real quick. I'm not going to the dentist today. I need to delete that alarm. The dentist is on the 17th. Birdie the cat has a tail. And Fred has a tail that sways real well. And when you see a tail, your heart might start to glow. And you start to feel fancy and think the blessings of the Lord. So the Lord comes through and hooks it up with some furry friends that bring you some joy. Yup, yup. And when your heart is feeling so warm and buzzy, because the radiant love of the Lord, you say, ooh, I'm a fancy fella for sure. Alright, we can go for a walk a poo. Easy there, Escape, mixed swamp lover. We are ready, yeah, that's what the alarm said. Oh, thank you, Hector. Or is that Hector? Hectic, yeah. Sorry. But yeah, it's a blessing. And we get to live in this here lot for free because we take care of Mr. Carroll, so he owns the property. I hear the neighbor's crazy dog getting after it. Gotta turn the brightness up, I can see what the friends say. Is his name Escape? No. City and Shred are the names. They were just wanting to escape. My friends want to escape. Hey, can you put me back on mods? But I want the blue name only. Oh, I see. I suppose. I want a mods, but I want the blue name only. It's a dog, eat dog world. I'd be lost without my fur friends. Oh, you make my heart smile. Thank you. It's a beautiful day. It is a beautiful day. It was raining all day. I got night though. Look at all these puddles. living in the swamp. Oh, swamp realm. When you find yourself in the city, you about to look at the ground. Come on, move along, baby. Hey, you don't need to look at the ground. Come on, Trey, let's go. Come on, keep moving. The swamp is always dropping a deuce. Oh, there's the poodle. What did you see, Shred? You don't need to go play with him. The neighbor's poodle is outside. Ooh, it's not a pretty pooch. We're just waiting on the city to drop a deuce. Cause when a friend drops a deuce, you say, oh, what about cayuse? Hey, that is something that you can notice. It's true. They say, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Did they finish dropping his juice? And that's for sure. Whoa, whoa. Shred, come on, leave that dog alone. This is a floppy boot. Turkey Day, I don't know. I don't got plans yet. Maybe I won't be doing anything. I have not received any invites, so maybe I will be doing my normal stuff. Shred, what are you doing? Shred, where are you at? Trespasser. Are you a trespassing heretic? Oh yeah, we have to be. Come on, city baby. I didn't see no broke down vehicles. I don't know what that was talking about. I was talking about that cool Ford truck over there. Yeah, I think that ain't running. What you doing, Floppy Boot? You planning an escape? How you doing, Jason? Good. Oh, thank you, Xavier. Hey, Stred, I was talking to him, not you. Come on. Yeah, crazy trespassing heretic. When a friend likes to trespass. Oh, whoa, whoa. Floppy Boot. Hey, Pumpkin Spice, good to see you, friend. I guess I gotta learn everybody's names again, because it's all changed up, but that's okay. I recognize you from the other night. Thanks, Xavier. Adventure Canada wanted their name to be blue. Alright, Adventure Canada, I guess I'll put you as a mob, but just don't delete anybody's stuff, even if they're mean, because it's okay. It's just an opportunity for me to bring them to the Lord. But since you want the blue name, and I know you're a friend, I will do that. Oh, username CJ224. That's Jason, I believe, right? But yeah, just no modding, even if they're mean, because I need to be, like I said, I need to be better at swallowing my pride, and also, you know, it is what it is. You know, how am I going to bring people to God if I'm only talking to people that I agree with? So, when you see a furry tail, I used to live in Winnipeg. Ooh, fancy. So he had affection in both of his feet. It's healing up pretty good. He kind of gets like friction blisters in between his toes when he walks too much. And then what happened was, because then that kind of like got his foot kind of swollen, and then it was real bad sticker season, so he got a bunch of stickers, and then his foot got even more infected. So we had to take him to the vet, and he's been wearing the boots to kind of keep his paws heal. Yeah, you guys are going in Mud City, huh? When your friends go to Mud City, you say, oh, my, oh, me. Thank you. Vancouver. Well, we got lots of Canuck friends. Lots of Canuckity friends in the chat. When them Canucks come through, we just say, oh, my, that's cool. Everybody likes a Canuck buckaroo. Because they got that fancy syrup and that bacon that looks like ham. You say, oh, my, man, that boogieing friend. Beautiful. And the kitty is a beauty, too. Yeah, you're going to be able to make the lap today, City? I think you can probably make it. You're moving pretty good, huh, Floppy Boot? You want to go for a full lap, or you want to go back home? Look at your muddy paws. Oh, my poor heart. We're going to have to do some scrubby rubby McWubby dubby when we get back to the RV. Because we can't go down the alley, though, because that's like Mud Festival over there, baby. The alley is a Mud Festival, so we cannot go that way, just so you know for sure. I mean, we can backtrack the way that we came. We can go for a lap. Just tell me how you're feeling, mate. But I shall not be attending Mud festivities in the alley right there. No, homie, we shall not partake, you see. Oh, thank you, Paula Spring. I am very lucky to have them. And yes, we're trying to Avoid mud festivals. Yeah, we cannot go that way, baby. So if you want to go home, we got to backtrack. Because at least they got that road base on the road over there. It's not so bad. No. City, which way you want to go? You want to go home or you want to go for a lap? Because you cannot go in the alley. City, no. Hey, over here. You mud festival attendee, huh? What, did you already pay for your tickets? Come on, we're not going that way. No mud festivals. We can backtrack to go home or go for a lap. When your friend tried to betray you and go to a festival of mud, you say that you're not cool. No alleys. Yeah. Yeah, he would go in the mud. He would roll in it if I would let him, wouldn't you? You would roll in it, you silly mud lover. When a friend is intent upon hurting your heart by absorbing some mud, no, it's not so smart. You say my buckaroo, man, I thought you was gonna be cool, but then the mud festivities made me change my mind about you. Just kidding, no, I was just singing a song, I didn't mean what I said. I take it back, your fur is shiny, and it brings warmth to my heart, I said. Oh, so, oh my me, furry friends flop their boot, and that is shiny. And Shred says, I'm going ahead of the rest of the class, because I know the route. How about that? And I'm gonna pee over here and walk around over there. Shred, just no look in the ground, City baby. Shred, your baby, you baby heels definitely needs a mud roll. Yeah, mud roll is fun. It's just not fun to clean up afterwards. Ooh, the sun's shining, but my hand is cold. And the sun is shining, but your hand is cold. You say, oh my, that's not Grandpa Joe. But we're gonna tough it out, and that's true. Squibbity fishing, ooh, that's pretty cool. Oh, thank you, Paulus Springs, that's kind. I appreciate that a lot. Every sub helps, and I also appreciate the positive comments. When a friend says something nice, and you say, ooh, that's kind. I like a special friend that says nice things who you feel divine, and you shake your tail feather a little too. You got feathers spraying everywhere. Oh man, oh, Sapapisa, you look at the ground when I talk to the friend. My poor heart. I saw Shred pee. I should have been paying more attention. I guess that's on me. They're both unfixed, and so he tries to hoover up all of her smells. Now we're gonna have to brush your teeth or something, you dirty birdie. Oh my goodness. My poor heart. You can smell, but as long as you're not licking the ground, right? You wouldn't lick the ground. When a friend licks the ground, and then your heart starts to break, and you have to frown, and you say, no, I thought we discussed this buckaroo, but then you pulverize my hammer with my heart with a hammer, and that's true. Oh, I felt my heart on the anvil, and I felt the hammer swing come through for real. Yeah, I felt a little flat inside when you were hammering my heart, oh my. We're gonna get some stumps there to chop up. And I like that red dump truck, it's very cool. And you got a welding trailer, fancy folks there. When you see some fancy folks with lots of equipment, you say, ooh, I can't lie, I'm a little bit jealous, because they can dig some holes, and they can chop up some things, maybe pour some concrete. Oh, that fancy living, I sing. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, it is a nice sky day. The clouds are moving on after the rain last night. We got a bunch of rain. Now they are going out of town. And we say, good riddance, Mr. Rain. You've provided me with much excuse for paw scrubbing and mud transporting. Oops. It is a little cold, so I'll tell you that. A little bit cold. Shred, where you at, honey? I don't see you. Shred. Oh, there you are. In the bush. You were deep in the bush. I didn't see you there. I had to take a dump. I'm back. Silly. That is a little too much information there, Roy. You could have used that red dump truck to take your old dump. Who is the best and beautiful doggo? Galaboosh. Shred was in the bush. Oh my, oh me. When a friend emerges from the bush, you say, oh, there you are, homie. But when you lay eyes on your friend, She was traveling far. Okay, Shred just peed. Oh no, she's dropping a deuce. That's just peeing. If she was peeing, I'd have to make sure Mr. Hoover here didn't try and suck it up. But we'll give you some privacy for your deuce, Shred. Shred's dropping a deuce. So she wants some privacy. If she doesn't want her fecal matter being displayed on the internet. Don't say, hey, Shred, come here. There's a troop coming. Shred. Hey. Shred, sit down. You sit down. Sit down. Shred, sit down. Oh, they're turning. They're turning. You're safe. They are turning. City, move along. Move along. Hey, move along. Hoover McHoover. Are you a Hoover Dam? And a friend is a Hoover Dam. Yes, hey, oh my, that's not so grand, my friend. Hey, Shred, there's no troop coming. Watch out, honey. There's an SUV. Oh, not Shrek, it's a Shred. Well, I don't know why it's a hick town, but hey, what you eating there? Grass? My poor heart, you don't eat grass. Yeah, crazy Wang Chung. I live in Hugo, Colorado, if you must know, but I'm not sure that this is a hick town. And hello, nobody for you, and Mimi Mouser, or Minnie Mouser. Oh, Shred's going again. Where's that crazy heretic get off to? Yeah, you want to get your massage up here? Let's go up here, and I'll give you a massage, City. Oh, she's in the bush again. I see her in the bush there. Shred is in the bush. She's a bushwalker. She likes to be in the bush. Yeah, let's get in the sun right here and I'll give you your massage, City baby. City wants a massage in the sun. No, don't you know that's true? Yes, son. So you hook up a buckaroo with a massage. And that is not at all odd. Because friends like massage when they roam to and fro. And that helps them feel limber for sure. Because when a friend has walked for many moons, they might have to massage them so they can feel nice, that's true. And I say, oh, I see you've acquired many muds in between your toes and everywhere, oh bud. What a silly mud lover you are. I see you got some grass hanging out your mouth for sure. 'Cause you were snacking some grass, don't you see? And that is very silly, don't you know, my homie? 'Cause when a homie snacks on that grass, you say, oh my, what you know about that? 'Cause grass is a silly thing to snack on for a first friend. Okay, let's go get on. Is 12-ish, I think. I don't know, I stopped counting at 10 years old, but I think he's around 12. So he's getting older, for sure, because shepherd's lifespans are kind of 8 to 12 is pretty standard, so every day with him is a blessing, and we are treating it as such. Shred, where you at, Bushy? You in the bush? You see your bush friend? Shred. Oh, there you are, Bushy. I didn't see you. He is doing well. Stick on a fish. Hey, guitar golf. What's going on, friend? He does enjoy his massage. Hey, keep it out the alley, though. No mud festivals. Hey, no mud festivals. We don't go that way. City, come on, over here. Yeah, look at that. Come on. No mud festival, please. Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation in this matter. When a friend wants to when a friend wants to attend a festival of mud, you say, I understand the desire, but if we could avoid that, but that would be ideal. Macht ihr gerade ein Spazengang? Oh, we got a Deutsche Meister in the chat. Dogs and cats love massage. Yeah, Purdy sometimes loves massage. She's very fickle. Some days she loves the massage. Some days she says, if you lay hands upon me, the claw will teach you a lesson in pain. And a friend threatens you with a lesson in pain. But I said, oh man, yesterday you were loving in Maine. But now you're threatening me with your claws, which makes me quite concerned. Yeah, the Mazda, that's nice, huh? It's a Mazda RX-7, I think. Winter with cold Canada. I imagine that is true. Shreddy Pie has a tail. She's got a fur and it sways real well. Yep, an RXL. Yeah, they need to drop 350 in there and make it nice, but I think what that guy does, because someone was telling me there used to be a Stingray car that sits there in Colorado. It's a good climate for patina because it's so dry. So people like to leave cars like that outside and let them get patina, and then they go fix them up. So then all you gotta do is put a coat of clear coat on there. You ain't gotta do no paint. You got that sweet patina. You ride around and we go, daggum, look at that patina. And when you say the word patina, you feel real fancy. Because it's a fun word to say. Makes your mouth kind of feel buzzy. And when your mouth is buzzing because of the fun words you uttered, you say, ooh, patina. That's true for sure. Whoa, a Czech Republic, friend. That's a good one. A Czech Republic. And hello, Metal Parax car. Oh, man. Oh, watch out for that mud. It's everywhere over there. Hey, Shred, come on. Hey, come this way. We're going to loop in and avoid that mud puddle. Come on, come this way. We're going to avoid the extra mud. Yes, there's pooches over there. I see them. But that's not your business. Come on, we're looping and booping. Let's loop, and then we'll go in this way to avoid the major mud situation. Hey, hey, get over here, Shred. Hey, in the grass. Wipe the paws in the grass, please. And we're gonna still have to wipe. Hey, don't you go over in that mud, you dirty turkey. My poor heart. Fish on a stick. Hey, Shred, what's wrong with you? Every 2 seconds, right back in the mud, right back in the mud, right back in the mud. Could you walk in the grass for a second? Fish on a stick. And they still fucking fighting. They've been fighting since 5 in the morning. I'm gonna have to call the law on them at some point. I'm getting a little sick of hearing that fighting all day, every day. And that ain't my nature, but Ho Chi Minh, Shred, you stand in many muds. Yeah, let me help you in without stepping in many muds. Okay, sit down, lay down, lay down. Lay down, sit down, lay down, lay down, lay down, lay down, lay down, many mud lovers, lay down. We come for many paw cleanings. Get there. I gave notice to leave by the 8th, but I don't know if they're going to do that or what. I'm guessing not. I mean, they said they're going to move, but they say a lot of stuff, so I ain't really counting on that. Okay, who wants many mud paws cleaned? Well, I gotta turn the brightness down on the phone so we don't waste the battery. And then we can clean many mud paws. But I don't think they're so bad because we did that grass walk pretty good. Does everybody have mud on their paws, Purdy? Purdy is a cat who likes to inspect paws. She likes to inspect friends. Let me tell you. And when you see a cat who's doing an inspection, say, ooh, what a furry friend. Because tails are shiny. And of course that's true. When you see the honey, you are like you. Okay, let's see. I guess if I bring the trash can over here, it'll be okay. I'll get it in a second. And I probably think I'm going to shake that blankie out too. That blankie needs a shaky, yeah? And you shake here, lay down, and wipe it up. When you wipe the paw of a buckaroo who acquired some mud, you say, I guess that's how it goes down. It's true. There's a muddy paw or something that certainly can exist when a friend walks around in a dirty situation known as the swamp. Oh my, oh me. Living in the swamp is something that you can see when you roam around and there's fog and lots of moss. Just kidding, I don't think that's indicative of a swamp. Maybe water and vines, I don't know. What's indicative of a swamp, Shred? Alligators? Scary critters? and you're unsure about the telltale signs of a swamp, because I guess moss could be more of a bog. Yep. I don't know the difference between a bog and a swamp, but I think they're real similar. Hey, lay down, don't be no punk. Swamps and bogs are where you find some snakes, where you just stick some, not talons, some fangs into your rump, and that's not a good situation, you see. When you got fangs and talons in your rump, you might holler out, oh my, oh me. This was a situation I was hoping to avoid, but yet here I am, talons and fangs in my rump. Oh no, joy will be found in a situation such as this. And let me tell you all about it. It goes fang rump, talon rump, and then your rump feels not so nice. Okay, City, you are free to move about the cabin. It's Shred's turn. You guys aren't so bad. Then we walked through that grass and did that boop loop. Kind of helped out, huh? We did that old boopy de loopy. And walked through the grass, and now your paws not so bad, huh? Your paws are wet though, Shred. Because you're a swamp rider. Swamp rider. A swamp rider. And I think your cover for your bed, we put it in the dryer last night at Mr. Carroll's, so we will have it tonight. I'm gonna go to Aurora today with Mr. Carroll. I wanted to try and get some scrap ready to do that, but I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that or not. Because we're going down by that scrapyard, but let me shake this blankie out, and then you can be free to move out the cabin. I just don't want you jumping on this bed without the cover on it. I mean, it's got the moisture cover, but still. Let me shake the blankie out, shaking the blankie out. It's fun to do, don't you know, no doubt. Because when a blankie has gotten shook in, they say, ooh, it's like a piece of sizzling bacon. Alright, stay. I don't know, what do you guys think? Should I call the cops on the neighbors? I mean, it's getting a little ridiculous. Mr. Carroll told me he wanted me to call the cops on them. If they keep fighting like that, which they do every day. Start about 5 in the morning and go till he goes to work. Yeah, you can move about the cabin, Shred. You just gotta get your blankie on here, and then you can go lay on this bed. Well, it's kind of against my nature to call the law, but I mean, if folks gonna hoot and holler every day, all day long, I mean, something gotta give. I mean, I guess it don't bother me so much, but I'm worried about these new tenants getting ran off, and that would hurt Mr. Carroll's income. Well, they always pay on time, the new construction guys. Oh, you licking your paw? My poor heart, you don't do this. Okay, Shred, go, let me sweep the floor there. I'll check the chat in a second. Let's go sweep this floor real quick since we had some dirty birdies come through. And a dirty birdie comes on through. And I say, no, this just won't do. This dirty birdie is not who I wish to be kicking it with. Let me tell you all about it. It goes, I had a feathery pal who's flapping their wings and spreading dirt everywhere for a rail. And I found this situation not very cool. Cause dirty birdies come through, making a mess, and you say PU. Not only did you splay dirt everywhere, but yeah,
deposited some stank. I don't know where it's coming from, and I'm not sure I want to know, I swear. But if you could clean up your feathers, I sure would be thankful. And that's how it went down, for real, for sure. What do you think, Birdie? Did I do a good job sweeping? Birdie the cat likes to supervise situations, because she's got fur, and she's also a friend. And so when you notice a friend that has some fur, you might say, ooh, now we're living fancy and jigging for sure. I guess we probably need to hook the TikTok stream up, huh, honey? Since we didn't do that earlier. Are you Daryl Dixon? No, I'm not. I think that was an old one. Here we go. Vodka and wine. What was that about? Hey, Ocean Breeze, how are you? Ocean Breeze is here. A friend that I know, ooh, that's clear. And when you see a friendly that's a friend, you say, ooh, I'm feeling fancy again. How many animals does he have? 3 animals. Thank you, Pumpkin Spice. Ocean Breeze is a friend, and that's pretty cool. When you see your friends come through, you say, ooh, ooh, ooh. I like when a pal comes and kicks it with me. Yeah, Ocean Breeze from Brooklyn, where that's where my sister lives. My sister lives in Brooklyn too. My sister lives in Brooklyn too. I hear the rent is through the roof for a fancy place in a fancy town. You better have some income coming in that goes down. And City said they wanted a squeeze and a kiss on the head and said, let me help out thee with a squeeze and a kiss, ooh, that's cool. And how about Fred wants to squibbity squeak? She says, ooh, I like to squibbity while I squeak. And Sadie says, when you dance with her, that makes me feel jelly, it's true. And I say, sorry, Buckaroo, for making you feel jello. I'll slap you both on the rump at the same time. Push. Oh, 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 what's going on with the Growly McGrowlies? Hey, too many. Shred, get out of his face. Too much. Too much. Too many. Shred. Too many. Too many. You go over here, silly. Too many. I don't want you to hear many yippity yappities, whoopity wappities. I don't like mornings. That's not good. I'm deaf, so I don't know what you're saying, but I wanted to say your style is cool and your dog's cute. Hey, cool. Thank you. The Kong flick side of you. That's kind. Oh, you can't hear me, but thank you. The puppets. Sure got talkative, yes. City's a talkative one. Okay, are you getting ready for our workout or what, City Boy? You want a quick massage since you went for a long walk? And then I can do my workout. Already 8:30, I gotta get to rolling. Because maybe if we get down to Mr. Carroll's early enough, I can get some scrap together and we can haul it in his truck. And that would be good to get rid of some of our scrap. Or we can just wait till another appointment because Mr. Carroll's got to go to Aurora twice a month. So if we don't make it, that's no big deal. But it's nice to be able to haul some scrap down in his truck, save some wear and tear on my truck. Because where his appointment is right next to where the scrap yard is. City is a buckaroo. He's got a tail, and that's very true. So when you massage your friend with a tail, they say, ooh, that's fancy living, and it is real well. Because everybody likes to feel real nice with a massage. Ooh, that's right. Because after a friend has traveled many moons by paw, you say, ooh, I could use an alleviation for my muscles, let me tell y'all. Because furry friends are friendly, and that is true. They often have tails and feel pretty cool. So when you come across a tail, you might say, ooh, I like a tail, what you know about it's true. And I hear the train rumbling through. Oh, we forgot to put on our TikTok stream. Let me do that real quick, kitty baby, sorry. I gotta put my TikTok stream on, honey. That means we gotta shut the humidifier off, because TikTok will think I'm using tobacco. I am white, but that's not saying that I'm better than anybody because of that. Definitely not. I think all of God's children are made equal. Did you took a shower? Do you know how to use proper grammar? Did you took a shower? Maybe you should learn grammar before you inquire about my personal hygiene habits. Wouldn't that be a good idea? So thank you, Unicorn Horse. They bring me a lot of joy as well. And hello, Anna Marie Delgado. And you see a furry tail, and that's pretty swell. Let's get the TikTok stream on, and we can get to working out real well. And hello, Paw Flicks. Setting up the TikTok stream. Best to be having a good day over there. Oh yeah, always good days. Yeah, I don't drink anymore. I haven't drank since 2019, but if you guys like to drink, that's cool. Do a lot of different things. We got a caretaker job that we do 7 days a week. I'll scrap metal, do odd jobs, lawn care, paint houses, whatever comes up, we do. Wherever comes up, we do. And I'm a full-time student as well, so. He likes massage every day. When he receives massage, he says hip hip hooray. I got a massage, and that's pretty cool. Cause my papa loves me, and that's very true. Cause I roam very far, to and fro, and my muscles were feeling so, but not no more. Cause papa came through and really hooked it up, and now I'm feeling fancy, wanna dance around you, yep. So when the buckaroo's engaging their paws in the dance, he said, ooh, that's fancy living, let me tell you about that. He said it knows that's very true. He likes massage, feel remember is cool. So he can lay waste to the enemy, don't you see? Oh, City is a master of the siege. So he will starve the enemy out, storm the Bastille, oh that's no doubt, and teach him a lesson about many fur, and how he's a dangerous conqueror. And then they'll be hollering out, oh my, oh me. It's City boy, we better just give up, don't you see? Cause he's got the strength and endurance to withstand anything our defenses can put up, man. And City says, ooh, that feels good. Thanks for the massage, I feel pretty cute. And when a friend feels cute, and also cute, we say, ooh, what a good buckaroo. Oh, we didn't hook up the microphone for TikTok though. We put the stream on, but we didn't put the microphone on. Well, let me finish City's massage and then I'll put it on. I'll put it on. But you stay over there because he's going to be upset. I'll give you a massage in a second. Come over here because you're going to make City upset. Come on, Trent, over here. City's going to become upset and start that hooting and hollering and squibbing and squabbing again. And I don't want you to hear a bunch of hooting and hollering and squibbing and squabbing. Because when a friend hoots and hollers and squibs and squabs, you say, oh, that's not nice. Let me tell you, bruh, 'Cause nobody likes a with squibbity squabbity squoo. When they make those noises, you say this won't do. And Purdy, the cat's pretty cool. She's got a tail every day, don't be no fool. 'Cause I will tell you about the tail that's friendly and that's true. Hey, go in your bed. He's gonna become upset. He's gonna become upset. I will give you a massage in a second. You need to be patient. Come over here. Come on. Over here on your bed. Because he's gonna get upset. You know how he gets all jelly belly. Let me hook up the TikTok microphone and then I give you a massage. Yeah, crazy Wang Chung. City will become upset if Shred intervenes in his massage, you better bet. He will holler out, oh yip and yappity yoop. And then my eardrums will say, oh man, this ain't cool. Nobody likes when your eardrum is bleeding. Oh, take it easy with that nasty talk, Donna. And hello, Miranda Roy. Thank you, Unicorn Horse. Okay, you ready for your massage, Shirley LaPie? Shirley LaPie, wanted a massage. Okay, there's the microphone. Up the right way, bro. Put it in the microphone, lean on the thing, the right way. And your heart might holler out, oh nay, nay. And nobody likes when the heart says nay, nay. Not an ideal situation, I say. And Shirley Pie likes massage that food. She chases many rabbits when she comes through. All the small critters fear that she's gonna capture them, and that's for real. Because she likes to chase rabbits and get burnt by them, because she says she's gonna catch one, but it hasn't taken place. Not even close yet, my friend. Oh, she'll chase them in the wood pile and try and dig them out, but then she doesn't, because she's not quick enough, no doubt. And those rabbits got those fast paws, you see, and Shred's paws are just a little bit too slow, my oh me. So when you come across a pal whose paws are a little too slow, you might say, oh man, that makes me not want to bug in no more, because he told me to go buy a crock pot, go buy a bag of potatoes, carrots too, but now they're rotten for show, and the crock pot's dusty, and I have not yet had rabbit stew, even though you amped me up thinking I was going to. So when a friend tells you a fib about the food they're gonna provide for you, you say, come on kid, you said my tummy was gonna be so full with many rabbits that you provide, that it hasn't taken place for show. And nobody likes a situation such as this. No rabbits in your tummy, how you gonna boogie on? Let me tell you this. Those friends should provide rabbits for you if that's what they say they're gonna do. But when they don't do that, then that's very silly. Don't you know what I mean, homie? Okay, you done with your massage? City loves massage every day. It's like Musashi Miyamoto, the master duelist, I say. And so from his master dueling, he has become very sore. So he needed a massage so he could vanquish some more enemies for sure. And everybody knows what I mean. City likes to rip the enemy limb from limb, it's not at all obscene. Like just the way that he conducts himself in battle. He's a master at it, oh so. Are you want to play some string, Purdy? What Purdy, they can't like to play some string before I get to my workout. That'll keep me from doing it for a moment. You know what I mean. Because when you play string with a cat, and that's pretty cool. And it keeps you from working out for a little bit, it's true. And I think we'll go for a run today too, Shorty Pie, because I'm going to be gone to Aurora, and we can rig the friends up on the body cam, and they can come with. And you rig the friends up on the body cam, so they can boogie to and from the You want more of your bucket of food, or are you going to eat it? What do you think? Very fresh. Oh, that's not your string, Purdy. You want to play string, Purdy? What do you think? And are you eating the food? Because I got to put it away. Because you know these other heretics are going to start acting up if you don't eat it. Are you eating it? What do you think? Very fresh, this one. So fresh. So fresh. So fresh. Okay. Friends like food that's very fresh. They say, ooh, thank you. You bet, I bet. Someone's 14, security doesn't even know what it means. Jesus, God bless of all of us. Yeah, Joey's got it. What are your pets' names? Purdy the cat. City, C-I-T-Y, because he's a city boy. And then Shred, S-H-R-E-D, is the black dog. You gonna play box defense or what, Purdy? Purdy wants to play with the string. She likes to defend the honor of her box, you know what I mean? Because when you desecrate the box of your friend... What are you looking at, Purdy? Are you playing or what? Meow, Purdy. Purdy, what you see? Bug over there or what? Are we playing? You gonna let me desecrate your box, Purdy? Doesn't that bring dishonor to your family if I do that? What are you squeaking about? It makes you upset that Purdy gets to play with a string? Well, she's not even playing, silly goose. Are you gonna play, Purdy, or what? Because I'll put it away if you don't want to play. Purdy the cat says she doesn't want to play. And that is something I find quite silly. Because when a friend wants to play with the string, you say, oh my, are you gonna pounce yet? I find it quite obscene when a friend doesn't actually play the string game when we're waiting to play. Hey, you're playing pounce, Purdy. I'm gonna put it away. I don't want to play pounce. It takes you too many moons to pounce. You never actually pounce. You just sit there shaking your butt back and forth, shake your butt, and then you never pounce. Are you gonna pounce or what, Wing Chun? Purdy likes to shake her butt, but not actually pounce. And that's not cool yet. She shakes her butt side to side, but doesn't actually pounce. Oh, let me tell you guys. And so my heart says, nay, nay, I don't wish to stand here all day waiting on a homie to pounce. That's what I say. Because when a friend finally engages with the string, they say, well, come on, Purdy, you've been talking smack. You know what I mean? You said you've been training, but I don't see evidence of that. Because the string just made you look slow. How about that? And Purdy has a tail that is pretty swell. Alright, Purdy, I'm about to start working out. They're not engaging with the string enough for my appetite to be fulfilled of string chasing when a friend is not fulfilling your string chasing appetite. You say, come on, Birdie the cat, that's better. That's what I like. Because I like when you're actually engaged with the string. Because when you're not, my heart says, man, what are we doing? Are you playing, Birdie? Fishing for a cat. Fishing for a cat. Okay, your point. Your point. Okay, Birdie, I'm going to wrap it up. Are you playing or no? What about the box? Are you going to defend the honor of your box or no? You're just going to let me desecrate your box? And you're desecrating a box of a friend by putting the string on it. They say, oh my, not again. And they shake their rump, even though you desecrated their box, and that's the way it is. Fred, you're messing up the string game. You don't even like Shred. Hey, come on. You can play with her in a second. I'm playing with her. You're gonna make her not play with the string anymore, silly goose. You guys can play when I'm not playing, so they got to stop by. Okay, your point, Birdie. Birdie likes to play string. Woo 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 woo. But when the string is quick, she says, I don't know what to do. Because the string is too fast for me. Pop Pop's reflexes are like a tiger in a tree. Hopping out and stripping a fella off the back of an elephant. That's how it goes down in the Sutarbans. Is that what you call that place in India, Shred? The Sutarbans? Is that where all those people get killed by tigers? Okay, I guess we can be done. You guys can play. Yeah, you ruined the game, Shred. You'll be going for 120 push-ups and 150 squats. If Jasmine is still here, she'll help me count. I'm embracing it. This chat right now, yeah, it's hard to follow when I'm jumping in late. I'm missing all the action. Hello, Debbie, how are you? I don't know, Pauly D's got more money than me. Alright, let's get these push-ups in. But first I gotta do my stretchies. See, you interrupted the string game, Shred, and now you don't even want to play. When a friend interrupts the string game to play with the cat, but then they don't play with the cat, I say, what's up with that? Because I was having some fun, oh, me and that cat there, with a string, and then Shred said, well, I want to interject my pause for share. And I suppose that's okay, but it was a little bit strange. Could have waited your turn instead of interjecting mine. Oh, come on, left knee. That's my knee replacement. Balance ain't as good. When your knee gets replaced and you say, oh my, now my balance ain't as good, my guy. And nobody likes a situation where a knee don't work as good as before. You might holler out, oh my, no more. Have my sardine salad for breakfast. I hope they don't slow down my workout. Seems like when I have a big breakfast, my workouts don't go as well. Yeah, that's a laptop, Purdy. If you could not climb on it, that would be much appreciated. You going to bed now, Purdy? Oh, I'm about to do a workout, is what's going on. I don't know who, so they said I look like someone, but I didn't see who. Who is Mullet? I am the Mullet. I mean, I guess it ain't a mullet no more. We've been had our channel going for almost a year, so our hair done growed out from our mullet, but now we just got the old long hair. And I don't know if I'm going to cut it or not. I ain't decided, but I think I'll leave it as it is. I don't mind it. I'm going for that Samson, I guess. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not be in want. He restores my soul, guides me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Amen. Okay, man, Tiger made a cheese. Oh, thank you, Kathy Shields. How you doing? You look depressed. Emma, get a life. I think Jasmine is still here, but if not, we're doing 120 push-ups and 150 squats. If anybody likes to count, I appreciate it, because sometimes we get distracted doing our push-ups and forget what number we're on. So if I cheat, I like to know so I can make it up. But usually when I forget what number I'm on, I end up doing extra because I just do them till I can't do anymore. Thank you, Anthony. It does work great. But you gotta be ready for pain is the only thing with the ab stimulator. Because it does cause quite a bit of pain. Oh, I gotta put the tunes on, because while I do my push-ups, I'll have the tunes on. Thank you, Joey. They are very cute. Oh, Colt CB is a loser. When you see a loser in the chat with a small brain, how about that? Yeah, I hate you too. Sorry about your small brain. And hey, Cathos Prime, how's my Canuck friend doing? When you see a friend that's a Canuck, you say, ooh, that's pretty cool, yup, yup. Because everybody likes a Canuck buckaroo. You know, they're pretty cool, they can do a little parlez-vous. Yeah, speak a little French, ooh, that's nice. With a French Canadian, ooh, that's right. Putting on a tune sure is cool. So you got some tunes while you're working out, woo woo. But we gotta get that attribution free from that YouTube so we don't get demonetized, homie. And that's a nice way to be playing tunes that don't hurt your pocketbook, don't you see? Because when you can play a tune and the pocketbook is unaffected, you say, oh yeah, now I can boogie, yes kids. But when your pocketbook gets smacked around, you say, oh man, it ain't going down. Now my heart is really breaking now. played all this, but yeah, I like these ones are okay, I think. It's just a laptop speaker. It's not so loud for the dogs. For you folks who like to tell me what to do, it's not loud. I'm just putting you guys next to the speaker. We're gonna get ready to jump some rope. I gotta get my shoes from outside. The canine's names, the German Shepherd is City, C-I-T-Y, the black dog is Shred, and the cat's name is Purdy. We're going out for our jump rope now, jump rope time. I put you guys on mute. Why'd I do that? I put you guys on mute. Oh no. How long have you been on mute for a show? Yeah, it wasn't working in the jump rope wasn't working in the mud. But we're gonna go for a run now. I didn't realize I had you guys on mute. What a silly goose. Yeah, I'm gonna take Shred for a run. Let's see. When you put the friends on mute and you feel very silly about the situation, that's not cool. Because nobody likes a friend that's on mute, don't you see? Then your heart might break. Oh my, oh me. Oh, come on, body cams, go everywhere. Reading up the body cam sure is fun. So you take your furry friend out on the run, and I bet we'll see a horse, and that'll be cool. But Shred better not build a horse, because last time that wasn't nice. When your friend scares your friend who's a horse, you say, Shred, why'd you do that? That's not nice, of course. Because I was petting Bill the horse, and then Shred snuck up on him through the bushes, and that was unkind. Oh, you say, Mr. Phone. Let's see, maybe our straps need to be a little better, so Mr. Phone doesn't go for an adventure. Alright, TikTok, you guys got to stay here and watch the Cat in City. So enjoy the Cat in City. Pressing buttons on the phone. Oh, we got the screen locked. Alright, Shreddy Pie. Here it is. Let me get my shoesy pies on. Put her outside. What else I need? Gloves and the ball are out there. Okay. Hold on, stay high. Or you can go ahead, go. Putting the muddy shoes back on. These are the good running shoes, boogie on. Here's the jumping rope, didn't work so well. So you gotta stay, baby. You stay. I know you guys go for a walk earlier, but you don't do well on the run. I gotta get a tractor tire out of the alley, because that didn't work good for the jump rope. Hopping around, putting the shoe on. Yeah, I thought you were gonna save the day, Mr. Tractor Tire, but you did not save the day. You didn't help us jump rope, Mr. Tire. We thought it was gonna work, but it did not. And that is not a good situation a lot. Ah, muddy hand. Shred, where you at, honey? Oh, there you are. You got a sticker? Let me see. Oh, you don't have a sticker, you just have mud pile. And these gloves are soggy, I don't want these ones. Let's do these instead. Oh, my belt came undone. How'd that happen? Son of a fish. Man, we just hitting all the roadblocks. Come on, Mr. Belt, how about you work and don't be a bastard? And your belt behaves like a child whose father abandoned them That's not very nice, my friend. Oh, there's a big excavator. Get off my feet, Mr. Mud. Bring it here, Shred. Let it go. Let it go. Shred, bring it here. Let it go. Let it go. Heretic. Alright, bring it here. Shred, bring it here, come on. Bring it here, I don't want you to lose it, come here. Shred, bring it here, come on. Okay. Still in his pen sleeping. What you doing sleeping still, Bill? He's asleep, Shred. You can go say hi. Shred is looking for Bill. He's going to say hi to him in his pen for real. Hey, Bill. Bill loves the horse. That's it, of course. Everybody likes Bill the horse. Sleeping in. Yeah, the horse is friendly right in. He's got fur on his tail. He's headed again. There's some cows over there too. Those are stability cows. He passed her. We can go pet them sometime. Well, Shred, come on. Hey, Shred, get over here. Shred! You don't have permission to go see those cows, heretic. You don't be heretic. Pull-up tree, what happened to all your leaves, honey? There's your pull-up tree. Lost all those leaves. And that's not very good to see. Oh no, I dropped the ball. what you doing? You're supposed to be watching my back in case coyotes come, Shred. Hey, what if I got attacked by a coyote when I was in a bell position? How that made you feel? See how Lefty can do. See what Lefty's about? Oh, come on, Lefty. Alright, let's show him how Righty gets down. Let me see. Let it go, come on. Let it go. You want him to see how Righty gets it down? There we go, Righty. Good girl, Shad. Bring here. Hey. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Good boy. Good girl. Go, Chad. Bye, Bill. Have a good day. Come on, stare at the mud. Come this way. Good girl. Come on, hip. Hey, hip. Shred, hip, come on over here. Out of the mud. Say, Shred, my hip is not up there. Come here. You hip, I say. Be whore bitch. Hey, wait. Stay. Stay. Okay, sit down, lay down. Sit down, lay down, lay down. Lay down. Mud lover. And your friend is a mud lover. You want to say, oh, my oh me. It appears I've come across my lover. How are you doing, homie? Thank you, Mimi Won't. And that's one of the first times they didn't mess up the phone on the run. Usually we press buttons or something. Have the microphone back up. Is TikTok still here, Purdy the cat? And when you wipe out the paw of a buckaroo, you just say it's time to wipe your paws, and that's true. Because when a buckaroo's paws become muy cochino, you might say, oh no, not a muy cochino paw on my friend. That it's not an idyllic situation. And said he didn't get to go for a run. But that's okay, he got long walk this morning. And when you remove the dirt and debris from the foot of a homie, you might say, I wipe the foot of you, so now you can feel clean, woo woo. Okay, you're good. Purdy the cat, you've emerged. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna we'll do our readings now and devotional video, and then that way you guys don't have to wait for me to take a shower. I'll take a shower after we do our readings and stuff. That seems like a decent plan. I reckon I can wash my hands at least. Washing your hands is good to do. When you wash your hands, you say, woo woo woo. It's a hand washing day. And that's what I say. Wash your hands and feel like a gentleman, yay. And Purdy is a cat that is cool. She's got a tail and she ain't no fool. So we gotta rank the TikTok stream up, and maybe I'll brush my hair so I don't look like a total hooligan in my devotional video. What do you think about that plan, Ziggy? Ziggy said, how about you brush your hair so that the friends don't think that you're a dirty square, and that would not be very cool if your hair made you look all Wayne Chew. And then you kiss the cat inside, how are you? These are some things you can partake in, it's true. Let's see, you made 2 new friends, Shred. Shred made 2 new friends. And that is a blessing. Because when you make 2 new friends on TikTok, you say, ooh, that's fancy living a lot. And everybody likes to live fancy. I don't know what I did with the dongle after I unplugged the. Just kidding, I have located you now. So we can restart our stream and boogie for a while. Let's plug this one in. Turn this one on. Turn it on the TikTok microphone so they can come through and boogie on. Because when the TikTok friends come through, you say, ooh, how nice it is to make the acquaintance of you. Let's see, fish on a stick. Pulling up the YouTube chat. Hello. Honky Digital. When you see your friends in the chat. Oh, lose my voice sounding good. When you lose your voice, you say you don't like that. That's not a nice situation to find yourself in. No voice to talk to the friends. Yeah, kind of a bummer we couldn't jump rope because of the mud, but that's okay. Sometimes the Lord's got another plan. And you gotta be ready to adjust your plan. Oh, my hair is mucho tangly. Mucho tangly. Nobody likes mucho tangly. I hope you man fish out of tangle. Supposed to do some work on my PowerPoint presentation from my homework, but I don't think I'm going to get to that this morning before we gotta go to work. Hello, Sophia, how are you? TWD, I don't know what that means. A turtle, a whale, and a dolphin. I think that's good enough. I'll take my shower after we do our video, but go ahead and get that shot up. I gotta do a couple readings first, but then we'll get to that devotional. Purdy the cat. I was just brushing. Oh, you mean an actual brush? Yeah, I suppose that would make it easier. In a car house, it is a RV. And hello, Marjanska Digila. I don't know how to say your name. 1793. What'd you get scared of, Purdy? Purdy heard a noise that made her look. She said, "Oh, what's that noise? Don't get me stuck." You going to bed, Pine? I was gonna shoot my video. Don't go to bed yet. Can you wait till after I shoot my video to go to bed? Fine, do what you like. We're gonna shoot my devotional video here in a second, honey. You think you can stay awake till after that? Oh, do we read 17 yet? I don't think so. We're in Kings 17. Then Elijah, the prophet from Tishbe in Gilead, told King Ahab, "As surely as the Lord God of Israel lives, the God whom I worship and serve, there won't be any dew or rain for several years until I say the word." Wait, I think, yeah, we did read that one already. So we're in 18. Okay, Kings 18. It was 3 years later that the Lord said to Elijah, "Go tell King Ahab that I will soon send rain again." So Elijah went to tell him. Meanwhile, the famine had become very severe in Samaria. The man in charge of Ahab's household affairs was Obadiah, who was the devoted follower of the Lord. Once when the queen Jezebel had tried to kill all of the Lord's prophets, Obadiah had hidden 100 of them in 2 caves, 50 in each, and had fed them with bread and water. The same day, while Elijah was on the way to see King Ahab, the king said to Obadiah, "We must check every stream and brook to see if we can find enough grass to save at least some of my horses and mules. You go one way and I'll go the other, and we will search the entire land." So they did, each going alone. Suddenly, Obadiah saw Elijah coming toward him. Obadiah recognized him at once and fell to the ground before him. "Is it really you, my lord Elijah?" he asked. "Yes, it is," Elijah replied. "Now go and tell the king I am here." "Oh, sir," Obadiah protested, "what harm have I done to you that you are sending me to my death? For I swear by God that the king has searched every nation and kingdom on earth from end to end to find you." And each time when he was told, "Elijah isn't here," King Ahab forced the king of that nation to swear to the truth of his claim. "And now you say, 'Go tell him Elijah is here,' but as soon as I leave you, the Spirit of the Lord will carry you away. Who knows where, and when Ahab comes and can't find you, he will kill me. Yet I have been a true servant of the Lord all my life. Has no one told you about the time when Queen Jezebel was trying to kill the Lord's prophets, and I hid 100 of them in 2 caves and fed them with bread and water? And now you say, 'Go tell the king Elijah is here.' Sir, if I do that, I'm dead." But Elijah said, "I swear by the Lord God of the armies of heavens, whose presence I stand, I will present myself to Ahab today." So Obadiah went to tell Ahab that Elijah had come, and Ahab went to meet him. "So it's you, is it, the man who brought disaster upon Israel?" Ahab exclaimed when he saw him. "You're talking about yourself," Elijah answered, "for you and your family have refused to obey the Lord and have worshipped Baal instead. Now bring all the people of Israel to Mount Carmel with all 450 prophets of Baal and the 400 prophets of Asherah who are supported by Jezebel." So Ahab summoned all the people and the prophets to Mount Carmel. Then Elijah talked to them. How long are you going to water or waver between 2 opinions?" He asked the people. "If the Lord if the Lord is God, follow him. But if Baal is God, then follow him." Then Elijah spoke again. "I am the only prophet of the Lord who is left," he told them, "but Baal has 450 prophets. Now bring 2 young bulls, and the prophets of Baal may choose whichever one they wish, and cut it to pieces, and lay it on the wood of the altar. But without putting any fire under the wood, I will prepare the other young bull, and I will lay it on the wood lay it on the wood on the Lord's altar, with no fire under it. Then pray to your God, and I will pray to the Lord. And the God who answers by sending fire to light the wood is the true God. And all the people agreed to this test. Then Elijah turned to the prophets of Baal. You first, he said, for there are many of you. Choose one of the bulls and prepare it, and call to your God, but don't put any fire under the wood. So they prepared one of the young bulls and placed it on the altar, and they called to Baal all morning, shouting, O Baal, hear us. But there was no reply of any kind. They began to dance around the altar. About noontime, Elijah began mocking them. You'll have to shout louder than that, he scoffed, to catch attention of your God. Perhaps he is talking to someone, or is out sitting on the toilet, or maybe he is away on a trip, or is asleep and needs to be awakened. So they shouted louder, and, as was their custom, cut themselves with knives and swords until blood gushed out. They raved all afternoon until the time of the evening sacrifice, but there was no reply, no voice, no answer. Then Elijah called the people, Come over here, and they all crowded around him as he prepared the altar of the Lord, which had been torn down. He took 12 stones, one to represent each of the tribes of Israel, and used the stones to rebuild the Lord's altar. When he dug a trench about 3 feet wide around the altar, he piled wood upon the altar and cut the young bull into pieces and laid the pieces of wood. Fill 4 barrels with water, he said, and pour the water over the carcass and the wood. After they had done this, he said, Do it again, and they did. Now once more, and they did, and the water ran off the altar and filled the trench. At the customary time for offering the evening sacrifice, Elijah walked up to the altar and prayed, O Lord, God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, prove today that you are the God of Israel, and that I am your servant. Prove that I have done all this at your command. O Lord God, O Lord, answer me so these people will know that you are God, and that you yourself have brought them back to yourself. Then suddenly a fire flashed down from heaven and burned up the young bull and the wood and the stones, the dust, and even evaporated all the water in the ditch. And when the people saw it, they fell to their faces upon the ground, shouting, Jehovah is God, Jehovah is God. Then Elijah told them to grab the prophets of Baal. Don't let a single one of them escape, he commanded. So they seized them all, and Elijah took them to Kishon Brook and killed them there. Then Elijah said to Ahab, Go and enjoy a good meal, for I hear a mighty rainstorm is coming. So Ahab prepared a feast, but Elijah climbed to the top of Mount Carmel and got down on his knees with his face between his knees and said to his servant, Go out toward the sea. But he did but returned to Elijah and told him, I didn't see anything. Then Elijah told him, Go again and again and again 7 times. Finally, the 7th time, his servant told him, I saw a little cloud about the size of a man's hand rising from the sea. Then Elijah shouted, Hurry to Ahab and tell him to go get his chariot and get down by the mountain, or he'll be stopped by the rain. And sure enough, the sky was soon black with clouds, and heavy with wind, brought a terrific rainstorm. Ahab left hastily for Jezreel, and the Lord gave special strength to Elijah so that he was able to run ahead of Ahab's chariot to the entrance of the city. Fella run as fast as that daggone chariot, Fred. You heard that? City is a beauty, and that is true. When you see a beauty, you're bound to say, How are you? And that is appropriate to say. Hello, Cat Adams. How are you, friend? I am a horse. Oh, there was someone being a loser. I didn't see. God bless you. Thank you, J. Calday. I didn't see him. A horse. You can try and kidnap him, Sam, but you might have to come through me, which isn't gonna end well for you. I ain't got no oil on me today, so your Peter joke doesn't apply there, aka. And Ibola Bax. Hello, and Sandra Barron. Hello, friend. When you see a couple friends come through, you say, ooh, that's pretty cool. And then you tap the head of your buckaroo, scratch behind the ears, and they say that's cool. Alright, we got the Book of 5 Rings by Miyamoto Musashi. What time you got, Fred? 10:05. Yeah, I ain't gonna make it to prep that scrap. We're just gonna have to make it to take Mr. Carroll to Aurora. We'll have to prep scrap another day. Okay. We already read the first technique. These are the procedures of 5 formal techniques. So, second technique. In the second technique of swordplay, the guard is in the upper position. This book was written in 1643. The guard is in the upper position, and you strike the opponent at the very same time as the opponent tries to strike you. If your sword misses the opponent, leave it there for the moment until the opponent strikes again, whereupon you strike from below, sweeping upward. The same principle applies when you strike once more. Within this technique are various states of mind and various rhythms. If you practice the training of my individual school by means of what lies within this technique, you will gain thorough knowledge of the 5 ways of swordplay, and will be able to win under any circumstances. It requires practice. I need to drink some tea is what I need. I need some tea after I run and work out. And I didn't sip any, but that's not good. Because when you go for a run and you do 120 push-ups, 150 squats, and then don't sip any tea, your throat says that's not good luck. You should be properly hydrated. Put some tea in your body. And like a little almond milk with that tea. Makes you feel like a real fancy homie. And Shred knows just what I mean. You pour that tea in a cup and ooh, it's fancy. You say ooh, fancy tea, I like these. When you go in the cup, that's true to see. Yeah, we got a new tea here too. This ain't a regular Earl Grey. This is what is this one? Toasted coconut almond bark. Black tea. Fancy tea for a fancy fella, you see. Ooh, that's how it be, thank the Lord. Don't you see? Third technique. Let's see if the friend said something. Maybe the friend said something nice. Hello, Ibola Backs. I think we said hi to you. Cat Adams, how are you? Thank you, you're awesome. Mimi Woonch, what's up? And Betsy, they're beautiful. Well, I appreciate that I'm able to inspire you. That means a lot. Thank you. That's so kind. Okay, third technique. In the guard of third technique, the sword is held in lower position with a feeling of taking matters in hand. As the opponent strikes, you strike at his hands from below. As you strike at his hands, the opponent strikes again. As he tries to knock your sword down, bring it up in rhythm, then chop off his arms sideways after he has struck. The point is to strike an opponent down all at once from the lower position, just as he strikes. The guard with the sword in the lower position is something that is met with both early on and later on in the course of carrying out this science. It should be practiced with sword in hand. Fourth technique. In the guard of the fourth technique, the sword is held horizontally to the left side to hit the opponent's hands from below. When he tries to strike, when the opponent tries to knock down your sword as it strikes upward from below, block the path of his sword just like that with the idea of hitting his hands, and cut diagonally upward towards your shoulder. This is the way to handle a longsword. This is also the way to win by blocking the path of the opponent's sword. If he tries to strike again, this should be considered carefully. Fifth technique. In the fifth procedure, the sword is held horizontally to your right side. And when you note the location of the opponent's attack, swing your sword from the lower side diagonally upward into the upper guard position. Then slash directly from above. This is also essential for expertise in the use of the longsword. When you can wield a sword according to this technique, then you can wield a heavy long sword freely. These 5 formal techniques are not to be written down. in detail. To understand the use of the longsword in my school, and also generally comprehend rhythms and discern opponent swordplay techniques, use these 5 techniques to develop your skill consistently. Even when fighting with opponents, you perfect the use of the longsword, sensing the minds of opponents, using various rhythms, gaining victory in any way. This requires careful discernment. On the teaching of having a position without a position. Having a position without a position or guard without guard means that the longsword is supposed to be kept in a fixed position. Nevertheless, since there are 5 ways of placing the sword, the guard position must follow along. When you hold your sword, or where you hold your sword, depends on your relationship to the opponent, depends on the place, and must conform to the situation. Wherever you hold it, the idea is to hold it so that it will be easy to kill the opponent. Sometimes the upper guard position is lowered a bit, so that it becomes the middle position, when the middle guard position may be elevated a bit, depending on the advantage thereof, so that it becomes the upper position. At times the lower guard is also raised a bit to become the middle position. The 2 side guard positions may also be moved somewhat towards the center, depending on where you stand vis-a-vis your opponent, resulting in either the middle or lower guard position. In this way, the principle is to have the guard position without a position. First of all, when you take up the sword, in any case, the idea is to kill an opponent. Even though you may catch, hit, or block an opponent's slashing sword, or tie it up, or obstruct it, all of these moves are opportunities for cutting the opponent down. This must be understood. If you think of catching, think of hitting, think of blocking, think of tying up, or think of obstructing, you will thereby become unable to make the kill. It is crucial to think of everything as an opportunity to kill. This should be given careful consideration. In large-scale military science, the arraying of troops is also a matter of positioning. Every instance thereof is an opportunity to win in war. Fixation is bad. This should be worked out thoroughly. Striking down an opponent in a single beat. Among the rhythms used to strike an opponent, there is what is called a single beat. Finding a position where you can reach the opponent, realizing when the opponent has not yet determined what to do, you strike directly, as fast as possible, without moving your body or fixing your attention. The stroke with which you strike an opponent before he has thought of whether to pull back, parry, or strike is called the single beat. Once you have learned this rhythm well, you should practice striking the intervening stroke quickly. The rhythm of the second spring. The rhythm of the second spring is when you're about to strike and the opponent pulls back or parries, you feign a blow and then strike the opponent as he relaxes after tensing. This is the stroke of the second spring. It will be very difficult to accomplish this stroke just by reading this book. It is something you must understand all of a sudden when you have received instruction. Striking without thought and without form. When your opponent is going to strike and you are also going to strike, your body is on the offensive and your mind is also on the offensive. Your hands come spontaneously from space, striking with added speed and force. This is called striking without thought or form, and is the most important stroke. This stroke is encountered time and time again, and is something that needs to be learned well and refined in practice. The flowing water stroke. The flowing water stroke is when you are going toe-to-toe with an opponent. When the opponent tries to pull away quickly, dodge quickly, or parry your sword quickly, becoming expansive in body and mind, and swing your sword from behind you in an utterly relaxed manner, as if there were some hesitation, and strike with a large, powerful stroke. Once you have learned this stroke, it is certainly easy to strike. It is essentially to discern the opponent's position. The chance hit. When you launch an offensive and the opponent tries to stop it or parry it, you strike at his head, hands, and feet with one stroke. Striking wherever you can with one swoop of the longsword is called a chance hit. When you learn this stroke, it is one that is always useful. It is something that requires precise discernment in the course of dueling. The spark hit. When your opponent's sword and your sword are locked together and you strike as strongly as possible without raising your sword at all, one must strike quickly, exerting strength with legs, torso, and hands. This blow is hard to strike without repeated practice. If you cultivate it to perfection, it has a powerful impact. And you guys want me to read the Dirty Joke book today or not? Sometimes it's a little bit raunchy and I don't like reading it. Hello, Betsy. Have a blessed day. Thank you. Beautiful dogs. Our friends are going away. I guess we should just get to our devotional, huh, honey? We got our 52 Bible verses to read, and we'll do our devotional. Okay, 52 Bible verses you should have in your heart. We'll save the Western for tonight. Joel 2:13. Tear your hearts, not just your clothes, and return to the Lord your God, for he is gracious and compassionate, slow to anger, rich in faithful love, and he relents from sending disaster. Conviction, forgiveness, repentance. Where is it? The book of Joel is one of the shortest of the Old Testament and is part of the section of books called the Minor Prophets. Like the other prophets, Joel is sent by God with a call to repentance. Unlike other prophets, the book does not list the exact crimes the people have committed, just the warning of the plague of locusts, and the call to repentance. This verse is the only true instruction in the book, the call to the people to return to their God. What does it mean? If the people will have genuine and sincere repentance, no matter what has happened in the past or what sins they have committed, God will forgive them. God does not want to be angry with his people. He does not want to bring about destruction. His ultimate desire is for all people to come to him. But he is perfect in justice and will not go against his nature if people do not turn away from their ways. God knows the heart of a person, so it cannot just be an outward repentance. What does it mean? While this is a specific word to a specific people, God is consistent, never changing, and by studying and meditating his word, we are able to better understand his nature. God is slow to anger. He is patient with us even in the depths of our depravity. There is nothing we can do that he will not forgive if we go to him in repentance, but God can see our hearts. He knows when we are making a display out of turning away from sin, and when we truly understand our actions and turn to him, he is faithful to love us, and his delight is not in destruction. If the consequences of sin are weighing you down, know that God does not enjoy your suffering. He knows it is necessary, but his desire for you is to ultimately turn away from the sin that you have been trapped by, and return to him. Our devotional so we can do our video. Your dog is laying on his back. Yes, he's very cute. He was. And when you scratch the belly of your friend, you say, ooh, belly scratch time again. His friends enjoy their belly being scratched. Don't you know about that? 'Cause belly scratching a buckaroo sure is something very cool to do. And we gotta get our camera out. If we're gonna shoot our devotional video, no doubt. And I'll pre-read my devotional real quick and then we'll shoot the video. I don't know if it's 24th. That was me. I knocked on the wall. It was me. I knocked on the wall. It was me, honey. Hey, take it easy. It was me, honey. It was me. Look, I did it. I was poking the calendar. I was making sure we didn't have anything going on today other than Mr. Carroll's appointment. But tomorrow we got that other job we got to do. And then, yeah, so we'll get to that then. And Wednesday we have another appointment. Thankfulness takes the sting out of adversity. That's why I've instructed you to give thanks for everything. There is an element of mystery in this transaction. You give me thanks regardless of your feelings. I give you joy regardless of your circumstances. This is a spiritual act of obedience, at times blind obedience. To people who don't know me intimately, it can seem irrational and even impossible to thank me for heart-rendering hardship. Thank me for heart-rendering hardships. Nonetheless, those who obey me in this way are invariably blessed, even though difficulties may remain. Thankfulness opens your heart to my presence, and your mind to my thoughts. You may still be in the same place with the same set of circumstances, but it is as if a light has been switched on, enabling you to see from my perspective. It is this light of my presence that removes the sting from adversity. Oh, I think I see Birdie the cat. She's sleeping now. Birdie the cat is sleeping. Which means she ain't gonna be able to come to my devotional video again. And that's not a great situation when you're hoping your buckaroo is gonna make an appearance again. You're gonna connect to Mr. Headset. There it goes. Yep. Well, howdy, y'all. What's going on? It is everybody's friendliest moose around here. Maybe I can learn to speak of the King's English. That'd be pretty cool. But we got these furry critters about, and can you believe it? It's a Monday, and I'm actually back to making these devotionals. We need to get back on our game because the last week or two we've been kind of off it with City's health. That was kind of messing me up a little bit, and I was a little bit behind on my schoolwork, so that was taking up some time, and I may or may not have been taking part in some lazy bones operations. When you find yourself engaged with being a lazy bones, you say, oh my, I can't carry on with these paths anymore. I don't know if y'all could see them mud puddles out there or not, but we got us a decent amount of rain these last few days, so you know what that means. We've been living in that daggum swamp, scrubbing paws when we come inside. Oh my, it ain't fun a lot. Oh, nobody likes when you gotta scrub it in paws. But I guess when the swamp comes through, you gotta take part in it. Let me tell y'all. Thankfulness takes the sting out of adversity. That is why I've instructed you to give thanks for everything. There is an element of mystery in this transaction. You give me thanks regardless of your feelings, and I give you joy regardless of your circumstances. This is a spiritual act of obedience, at times blind obedience. To people who don't know me intimately, it can seem irrational, even impossible, to thank me for heart-rendering hardships. Nonetheless, those who obey me in this way are invariably blessed. Even though difficulties may remain, thankfulness opens your heart to my presence, and your mind to my thoughts. You may still be in the same place with the same set of circumstances, but it is as if a light has been switched on, enabling you to see from my perspective. It is in the light of my presence that removes the sting. It is this light of my presence that removes the sting of adversity. The sting from adversity. There we go, traveling with that old King's English again. When the king has beat you down with his scepter for slurring some of his words. Oh no, that ain't good for sure. I guess a fella needs to get back in some of them books so my vocabulary don't get all shook. But yeah, we're heading over to Mr. Carroll's here. I guess just me. The pooches are going to be home alone today. I got to haul Mr. Carroll down to Aurora for his dialysis appointment. He's got 2 of them down there, and unfortunately, we don't have any scrap ready to go, even though we got a lot of scrap, but I got to sort it, so maybe next appointment we will be able to haul a load down there and make this a little bit more money, but that's okay. But we'll wrap this up here. Get out there, y'all. Do something nice for somebody. I know you can handle that. Ka-chow. When you say ka-chow, you say ooh wow. We said the word ka-chow. And ka-chow is a fun thing to say. You can say it to one of your homies, and then the homie might say, ooh, he said ka-chow to me, and that makes you feel fine and dandy. And that's what better upload our video. Let's see if we got any friends on TikTok or not. Yeah, we got a lot of folks watching here. Alright, TikTok, we're going to end your stream. We'll catch you on the Flippity Flu. If you want to follow, that'd be cool too. But if not, we'll catch you then. And in the TikTok stream, so we can use the phone to upload a video that would be responsible for show. So when you upload your video, you say, ooh, what a fancy day. And everybody likes a fancy day. Okay, where is our SD card poker though? If I were an SD card poker, I'd say, ooh, I'd like to appear for you so that you may remove your SD card and insert it in the phone. That'd be cool. Hello, Bonnie Stroud. Mimi Woot, what's going on? No, not true there. Oh, Sissy was here. Hey, Sissy. Check you later. Sissy's having another busy, good day. That's good. And your friend is busy. That's pretty good, because you know they're making that money, and that's understood. Generating some income, doing some chores, getting things done is real fancy for sure. And checked. Then you click eject on the SD card. Then you get to go to heaven, that's for sure. And that is the way that it be. That way your data don't be corrupted, homie. Because when the data gets corrupted, then your heart might say, no, this just ain't a lot of fun, nay, nay. Because I had some good videos, but now they're a blur. Thanks to my silly decisions, that's not good for sure. Now what should we make for lunch? Ready Pine, PB&J. We had sardine salad for breakfast, so that was kind of a big breakfast. Then you have a big breakfast, and you might not need a big lunch. And that's the way it be sometimes. Ooh, ooh, ooh. But we gotta put our video through CapCut so we can enhance the audio, yep. Because when the audio gets enhanced, you feel like a real fancy pants. Because then folks can hear the words you utter without saying, what, could you repeat that again, kind sir? And that's a better way to operate. Jacking up the volume so the friends can hear you great. Delete that stupid end that CapCut puts on there. Then we export it and we'll be ready to upload, I swear. Put it on TikTok, YouTube, and feel fancy. We quit uploading to Rumble and Facebook because it would seem like a waste of time for me. City to sleep. Tried to wake. Now, did you have fun, Ron?
Too bad Bill the horse was sleeping, huh? Too bad Bill the horse was sleeping when we went for a run. Because when you take a friend for a run, but then Bill the horse is sleeping, you say, oh, that's not fun. And because nobody likes a situation like this. When Bill the horse is sleeping, you might throw a fit and say, I wanted you to be awake so we could kick it long time. That'd be great. And Tread knows what I mean. She's got fur on her tail, it's not obscene. No, it's quite beautiful to observe. She wants a kiss on her eyeball for sure. I guess we could do our French lesson. We're waiting on that. We need to do our French lesson so we can parlez-vous. Speak a little French. That sure will be cool. Because how you gonna parlez-vous? Don't you know what to do? Squibbity, squabbity, squoo. Hello, Keisha. Mimi Woonch says hello again. Well, hello, Mimi Woonch. My glasses are off, so I can't see nothing. When you're a blind squirrel, that's not ideal, my friend. Then you can't read the chat that your friend says, and your heart says, oh my, I missed out on it again. What's going on, Tony? Canoni? Tony's in the chat. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And you see your friend. Ooh, that's pretty cool. We might need to brew some more of this here tea, you reckon? I don't know where my other phone went, so I could do the French lesson. I got it on this phone. Or do I? Nope, I don't. Oh, phone, well, would you travel far away? Nope, not homeless. I don't understand the anti-lock brake reference there. Moonflash. There it is, French phone. Now we can parlez-vous. Now we wait on our video to export so we can upload you. And then we'll make our lunch and say, ooh, it's lunchtime. We gotta be at work in an hour. I'll probably leave in an hour. But I'm trying to think if I should put my cone on the shepherd today. Seems like he's not so scratchy since he's on his antibiotics, but maybe we'll put it on, maybe we'll leave it off. What do you think, Shred? Do you think we should put the cone on him? I think we need to get this printer up and running is what we need to do. Come on, French phone, you're working. We
I put the battery saver on it. This app works better with the battery saver on for some reason.
Amusant.
Amusant. Oh, that's not happy. That's funny.
Amusant. Salade.
Salade.
Vélo.
Hello, that's the bike.
Content.
Content. That's what's happening.
Ville. Ville.
Ville. Oh, our video's done. Tell him, Rosemary. Tell him. Tell him. Rosemary know what the deal is. She got eyeballs, but some folks are unable to use their eyeballs to register what things are, but that's okay. Upload your video. Feel fancy for show. And when you upload your video, ooh, yes, yeah, that's pretty cool. That's processing. Back to the French lesson.
Personne.
Person,
Plante.
plante,
De.
de,
Addition.
addition,
Cas.
cas,
Cas.
Amusant.
amusant, funny,
Moi.
moi,
Ville.
ville,
Bébé.
bébé,
Une plante.
une plante, et plante,
Ouvert.
ouvert, open,
Mais.
mais,
Serveur.
sévère,
Vert.
vert.
Du vert.
This phone doesn't like to pick it up unless it's got it back. Oh. Doué vert.
Ville.
Ville.
Vert.
Vert.
Bière.
Bière.
Vert.
Vert.
Une plante verte.
Une plante verte. A green plant.
Une maison verte.
Une maison verte.
Vert. Verte.
Je prends mon vélo. Tu prends la voiture. So I have a bike or something he wants. I don't know what prawns. He's with his bike or something. And you are with a car. Or I am taking my bike. Are you taking the car? There we go.
J'ai deux parcs dans ma ville. Les plantes dans les parcs sont grandes et vertes et les parcs aussi.
J'ai deux parcs dans ma ville. Les plantes dans le parc. No, it's not. You don't say the S because it's not a vowel. So, les plantes dans le parc sont grandes et vertes. Et le parc aussi. So, le parc sont grands. I have a bike.
Je ai
J'ai un vélo.
Vélo.
J'ai un vélo. Angers et Nantes sont des villes vertes.
Verte.
Tu habites dans une ville verte.
Verte. Mon vélo est vert.
Mon ville below the bike is green. Une plante.
Mon vélo est vert.
Mon vélo est vert. Yay, we did our French lesson. Now we can finish uploading our video. Oh, a friend wrote a bunch of things. What a loser. Alright, let's block this guy. We don't block a lot of folks, but I don't like spamming messages and all that weird stuff, so we'll block you, because clearly you're a loser. Blocking a loser with a small brain is fun to do, let me tell you, man. Because when you block that loser, you say, ooh, ooh, you are gone now, and we don't gotta deal with you. Because that is very nice to do. And you see a person spamming the chat, that's not cool. You say, well, now you get to go away because of the messages you insisted upon posting. Alright, we're re-uploading our video. Upload your video, serious fun. Didn't mean to squish your tail, sweet hun. And when you squish the tail of a sweet hun, you say, oh, that's very silly. Ooh, yeah, son. Are you furry? Do you have a tail? Put in the description for your video is a fancy thing to do, let me tell you for sure. Not for kids, we're in Hugo. On the audio, no altered content, no paid promotions. Let's copy and paste this so we can put it in TikTok and post or upload, and then now we gotta do it on TikTok. And then or YouTube's kind of annoying because you gotta come back and switch it from unlisted to, oh, he's just working on his camper or his trailer. Oh, so he's waking up, he's gonna get jealous. Said he's gonna be jelly belly if he sees what we're doing over here, honey. Shredder's got a tail that's true. She likes to sway it side to side, ooh, ooh. And so when you come across a tail that's pretty cool, yeah, I might say what a fun thing to do. Just looking at tails is nice. You see a tail, ooh, ooh, that's right. You'll feel real fancy and fun and dandy, thanks to the tail shining on thee. Oh, it's been a year that we've been on TikTok. Look, there's other videos that we have from. Oh, look, you were going to battle with Birdie last year. What was I singing? Oh, I wasn't singing. We were just filming the battle. Oh, the RV looks a lot different, huh? That's cool. You have tail? You got furry tail? We should have said something in our video about being on TikTok for a year. And shoot, we keep forgetting to do a shout out video for our subscribers, but that's why we don't have any more. Our subscribers went away on TikTok. We had 2 and then they went away. That's okay, we'll get some more. Whoa! Not a copyright fish, what's wrong with you? You could have got slapped with a fish that said copyright on it. That would be a terrible situation. To be smacked with a fish that says copyright on it is not an ideal situation. Because when your face is feeling slimy and sore, you got scales in your eyes, you say, man, this ain't good for sure. And then you realize that the fish that assaulted you also demonetized you because it says copyright on the fish, and that's not cool. And you say, no, 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 no. Not to be assaulted by a copyright fish is not good for show. Whoa, whoa. Alright, we got a video up on YouTube too. We were able to change it because they finished their monetization check already. Are you a furry honey tail? Are you a furry honey tail? You look like that to me. When you see a furry honey tail, you said you're shiny. I like a furry honey tail every day of the week. Put honey on a tail and say, ooh, that's quite neat. To know that your tail exists in the same realm as me is a pleasure and a blessing from the Lord, don't you see? And when the Lord shines his radiant light on you via the tail, that's very nice. You say, whoa, 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 whoa. Furry tails are cool for show. Now, what do you think Pop Up should have for lunch? You think PB&J sounds good? Do you think maybe PB&J sounds tasty? Shred says PB&J will make us wait and dance today. And when a friend prepares PB&J for you, you say, ooh, that'd be pretty cool. If you could use your paws and spread that peanut butter, squeeze that jelly bottle, that'd be thankful for sure. Just make sure you use that sourdough toast. Well, I guess that's the only kind we got for show. Because sourdough is very tasty. I know you didn't lay your tooth upon Pop Up. That's a capital offense on me.
Are you awake too? You have good sleep? You have a good rested pie? What do you think? Should we put the cone on you today when I go to work? Or are you gonna not chew? Can I trust you to not chew? Maybe we'll leave the friends on the stream so they can observe you, and they will tell me whether you chewed yourself or not, huh? What do you think about that? We could leave the friends on the stream when we go to work, and then they could tell me you was too many chew, and then I will know your mischievous plan. What do you think about that, huh? Because when a friend has a mischievous plan, that's not an ideal situation. Oh, the laptop's charged finally. Peace out, Kendra Knight, how are you? Terrell Matthews, how are you? No, I will not put on my work boots. Jack Lindsay says the same. What a silly loser. The cat is sleeping, Kendra. I like cats, I'm allergic to cats. We have 3 cats. Oh, that's kind of a contradiction. When a friend likes cats, but they're allergic to them, that is a silly situation. Washing your hands so you can prepare some PB&J is a fun thing, I see. You might say, ooh, I scrub my hand. And I burp. Excuse me again. Washing your hands sure is fun. Ooh, let me tell you, son. Oh, we didn't start our print, huh? No, we already said hi to those friends. Not a PB&J time. PB&J. PB&J. When you make a PB&J, your heart says, way to go today. Cause everybody likes a PB&J day. Oh, don't you know the words I say to you, homie? About how PB&J is tasty for you. When it touches your belly, you say, oh yeah, this is good. Oh, there's the J. Oh, and there's the PP. I guess it's PB, right? PP&J, not PP&J. Maybe we'll learn the King's English one of these days, huh, Shred? Shred likes to learn the King's English. Don't you know that's true? Because when the King's English has been learned, you say, ooh, that's pretty fancy for sure. Take my creatine too. Creatine. Ooh, ooh, ooh. When I drink you, that's pretty cool. Looks hot in Colorado. Yeah, it's nice today. Do you have cooking facilities there? I'll show you. There was an oven and all that came with this place, but that ended up not lasting long. Or maybe I should put an avocado on my PB&J.
Is that good on PB&J, avocado? Maybe not. Maybe I'll just have the avocado by itself. But, creatine, that's what I was getting. I'll show you my cooking thing in a second. Let me just get out my stuff here. Oh, the cat toys up here. Yeah, we printed this cat toy with a 3D printer. Turned out pretty good. Got a little ball that bounces around in there. Pretty like that. Oh, my belt came undone again. Use St. Christopher to hold it up. Here's the thing I use to cook. Just plug that in, works good. And I don't have to have some big oven and all kinds of stuff taking up space. Pretty efficient. Tea. Creatine and tea. Sure is tasty. Feel like a fancy homie. When you sip that tea and creatine, you start boogieing, you know what I mean. It's that organic peanut butter you really gotta stir it. Hello, Brian and Bob. What's going on, brother? The dogs are very cute. I agree with that. Maybe I should put my glasses on so I can see the chat better without having to strain. That would be ideal when you can see the chat without having to strain. You probably feel like a fancy man. Oh, don't you know that's very true? Not having to strain is ideal, let me tell you. PB&J is a nice thing to enjoy. Only thing I'm missing is a little bok choy. Just kidding, I don't know if that would be good on a PB&J. In fact, it seems, the notion of it seems quite silly. We got them popsicle sticks right on there on it. And you got a set of popsicle sticks. You know that's good glasses. Everybody likes popsicle stick glasses. So you can see to and fro. That's a nice thing to do, don't you know? Michelle, how are you? I think maybe we know that person sometimes because the name's changed. I need to fix it somehow. I don't know if there's a way to fix it or not. I think someone said there was, but everybody's name changed to like their actual name instead of like the screen name. I'd had all my friends' screen names memorized, but now I don't know these new names. Sometimes the name's similar, but sometimes it's not. Like my friend Jason, his name was Jason for a screen name, but then it now pops up as like user 67 whatever. It's a lot harder to remember that than Jason. Making some grape PB&J. Ooh, it's gonna be great. The Lord blessed me to enjoy a delicious PB&J today. And that is what I got to say to a friend. Woo 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 woo. Making PB&J is tasty, let me tell you. You just apply the PB&J to your belly, and then you feel like You're so fancy, you might have to hire a valet because of the aristocratic behavior you've conducted by enjoying a PB&J. Let me tell you this. Just be sure to extend your pinky when you go to consume, and you'll definitely feel fancy. Dream house, ladies. Yep, you got it. I'm sure you're being sarcastic, but that's okay. We're saving up for our farm, and your negativity cannot drag me down. Saving money is good to do. You gotta stack it in the bank and feel pretty daggum cool. Because when the bank has all that money they save, man, homie, you've been stacking it up many days. Yeah, print ain't started yet, it's testing it. You look nasty. What a hater. When you see some haters in the chat, you say, well, let's go ahead and this stream. How about that? Because we've been on it for a couple hours anyways. And I don't feel like dealing with somebody's losers today. Yeah, we'll catch you all down the asses later.